now we got another one to finish, and then after that, we got another one to finish, and after that, we got another 120 foot harness to do on that one. So we are getting to work today to get this stuff done. Ooh, that's risky. I know, I did. Super fast. Super duper fast. Alright, so we're going to scoot this down since it's already done on this side. I'll tighten that up because it don't matter. Wolfie, Unit 10, what's up? Hope you guys are doing well. So, I'm going to scoot the camera over just a smidge for both of you guys. Actually, let's just move the whole rig. That'll work. Ha-ha! I am smart. Okay, moving on. So today is the day that hopefully we get a lot of stuff accomplished in a reasonable amount of time. Not a lot. I don't have nearly as much time as I need. Let's check the focus. It's pretty focused on my head, but I'm not sure if it's... Can we read fine detail? Let's see if we can read the Husky right there. Nah, it looks good. It's hard to tell on these little cameras whether or not we're focused properly or not. So we're doing some other UHF connectors right here on some 1/2 inch flex. This is some coax right here. If you guys are not familiar, this coax is commonly used on your cell phone towers. Not as much anymore, but still used as jumpers on your cell phone towers. It's commonly used on your AM/FM broadcast stations. You'll see it used on your amateur radio stuff, and even in some degree your mono-banded, free-banded kind of guys, like CBers and stuff like that. Alright, this is low attenuation wire. It's also a flexible wire. It's generally used as a feed line. This particular customer is actually like another one of my customers who was he told me that he had not crossed his mind to run any other coax than the main coax that he was running. So the main coax he used was the same coax he used for all his jumpers. I typically don't recommend that because it's a bit of a waste. Whenever you're running such a big connection like that, I generally will recommend somebody to run a smaller coax for your jumper. Let me grab a piece of RG400 just to show you guys. Something like this is going to be significantly more flexible and able to move around on your base station, stuff like that, or in a mobile application run behind panels. It's got a very low friction coefficient. Really good. This right here, I mean, it's flexible. It's definitely can go small. I mean, for what it is, how big this wire is, it's capable of doing a lot. And the jacket's rated for a long time of use. But it's just not practical for like small jumpers. It's not the smartest decision to use it for it. What's up, Ridge Runner? Hope you're doing well, man. Hello, Get Low. What's up, man? Thank you for the likes, man. I do appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. You know what TikTok likes. They like the likes for some reason. They want you guys to tap the screen. So thank you very much for doing so. It is absolutely appreciated. All right, so YouTube and Facebook land, you guys are quiet today. Can you double check YouTube and see if YouTube's working? Yeah. Nah. I'm a little distracted right now, not doing nothing else. Looking at
I will take my tail.
drama. Looking at my drama to keep me going.
I was looking at the write-up for the drag strip. Thank you very much.
That's drama. It's good drama. Alright, YouTube's good?
Yeah, you're just lame. I don't have any.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, YouTube. You let me down. I'm called lame now. Alright, so what we're doing is there's a little bit of a film on the end of this center conductor. I had to make sure it was cleared off. Now, we will go down what?
Before the vote was take-in commissioner Osberg said, "Drag racers, start your engine."
Yes, at the very end.
That's so cute.
He said that at the end.
He said that before the
Uh-oh.
video was taken.
Looks like... All right, TikTok's back. We're good.
I love that.
All right, if you guys got questions, you guys want to know anything, if you guys want to talk about drag strips, we can't. No.
Yes, let's talk about drag strips
No.
and jet cars and
No, I'm good.
John Force and
We're good for now. We may have a segue. I doubt it, though. RF Supply does not really fit the genre here.
I bet there's wires in those motors somewhere.
There's wires in the motors. There's high voltage harnesses in those motors. I know it, those ignition packs.
What about the tree?
It's
We
not.
could wire the trees.
Wire the trees. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's offer some professional services. Yeah.
Can we? That'd be the contract of a lifetime.
No, it wouldn't. It ain't even that much money.
No, but it'd be cool.
Well, yeah, sure, it'd be cool. Yeah, cool, don't pay the bills. All right.
That's true.
No, I wouldn't mind helping. The digital, if you wanted one of the digitals, so if you was to put it in a housing like this, will you pass me a digital meter movement? I might have one over here I can show. So if you was to put a digital meter like this into one of these housings, it's $525. No, I got one right here, it's fine. If you were to get the movement itself, they're $320. If you needed a battery pack, they're $370. It just depends on what route you want to go. That's your digital digital meter movement to go in the Bird platform. So let's clean up real quick. Got to deburr a little bit right here. There's something over her on this little thingy right here you can go to, and you can check out and see how much my movements go for. I won't underline it or nothing, but I will light it up so you can kind of see and maybe look at the very end of it. But yeah, you can go there and check my prices and stuff. I get in trouble for saying it too much, so I'm not saying it at all. But yeah, if you guys want anything, I've got it available. Let's just say that much. All right, so now, hey, what's up? 7351. I'm from Mexico. Hello from Mexico. Hope you're doing well over there. We got some warm weather. It's up our way. You can have all that warm weather. I want it to cool off just a little bit longer, and then we can finally let it get warm back again. If you guys got questions, you guys feel free to ask. I will try to help you out as much as I can. We'll talk about how this cable works, what it is, and stuff like that if you guys would like to know. Or we can talk about digital meters, or we can talk about RF theory. Good day from down under. Hey, what's up from down under? How you doing, Needlebender 373? Yeah. Y'all need to start an event up down under. I will make a trip and head down under.
We will be there.
If you guys set up a radio event or something like that, and we may make the trip. You gotta organize a decent sized event though.
Listen, every now and then Mrs. Dewin gets care packages from Hawaii, and it has special coffee and chocolate.
Oh
in it.
Lord, you want care packages from no?
You know, if someone
Uh.
hooked me up with a from down under care package,
Yeah.
you
Care.
know, I might can swing you a T-shirt or something. Since I'm the one handling all the shipping now.
All the shipping?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, only when you're out here pulling 4 a.m. shifts.
All right. So let's go ahead and clear
Does
this out.
Kiwi watch your videos?
Little Kiwi, he does see them somewhat.
They
Hello
watch-
from Texas, Mr. 420. Hope you're doing well over there. Yeah, I can build whatever you like as far as the digitals. I can put together a housing for you, or you can just buy the movement itself. However you want to do that, you just let me know.
How long is the flight from New Zealand to the mainland?
Uh,
Their mainland.
What? Hold up here. From New Zealand to Australia?
Yeah.
That's not the mainland. They're two different countries.
I know.
They're
Oh, well, okay, yeah. From the little one to the big one.
I don't think the Kiwis would like that, nor would I think the Aussies like that too much.
They're still in the same geo-regional area.
All right, I don't know if you get what you guys think
They're
about the
both
Kiwis.
down under to us.
I don't know what you guys think about the Kiwis over there, but we ain't trying to start no beef here. No, probably like 40 minutes to an hour, depending on where you're at.
You think?
Yeah, depending on it's not super far. Like it's.
Oh, watch out, dear sleeping heart. On TikTok.
Hey, thanks for the heart, man. Appreciate you, 621. All right. So,
What would they send? Vegemite?
yeah. Here you go. You get some
Tim
veg.
Tam?
Here you go. You get some Vegemite. That's what you're gonna get. What's up, popcorn? How you be? Hope you're doing well.
Kangaroo jerky.
Kangaroo jerky. What in the world?
I would tear up some kangaroo jerky.
Ain't nobody said no kangaroo jerky. Similar flags. He said we got similar flags. Yeah. That's the closest you get. He said we don't claim those people, but they got flags like us. No, I'm just kidding. I've met actually I don't know if I've actually no, yes, I have in person met one person from Australia. Maybe on occasion I've like been going by somebody else that was from Australia. Yeah, I know. So I'm talking about Ian.
Oh.
He was a nuclear physicist, I believe. No, he inspected nuclear power stations for a living.
Do you think
No,
you don't think it like put the nugget in the back of her brain?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I think it did.
I doubt it. He's all right, dude. But he was.
I think his job title.
He was a cool customer, smart dude.
Because I was like, oh, a distinguished gentleman, a smart distinguished gentleman, Ian, is like what my brain was.
I don't know. Maybe.
And so then whenever we went to the market, I was like,
Sure. I guess it influenced it. I meant. Yeah, it's pretty much if you're getting them in the States, you're getting them from me. There's one other person out there that will do it, but he is let's just say I'm supplying that too. So pretty much the answer would be yes to that. So yeah, if you want some, just let me know. I've sent. I think I just sent some more to Malta. Not some more. I sent some to Malta the other day. I think that's the furthest they went. I've sent all over the United States. I've shipped to. I don't know if I've shipped to Australia yet. A meter? No, I've shipped some high voltage wire to Australia, but I don't think I shipped any meters or anything to Australia. Oh yeah, all over the U.S. I shipped a bunch of them. Yeah, I did. I just shipped.
I'm a little sleepy.
I did just ship to Hawaii the other day.
I'm slurring my speech over here.
I hear you over there.
I had a little bit of caffeine with dinner.
Oh. Yeah. I have enlisted the help of Mrs. DeWin. She is. She would freak if it wasn't her. I guess if it was somebody else. No.
She doesn't play those games.
No. No, I'm a one-woman kind of man. It's not really my thing. Somebody else in this world might, but no. Yeah, it's Mrs. DeWin. It is Mrs. DeWin. You got it right. All right. So. That's what he said. Is that yours? Yeah. Is that her in the back? Your wife in the background? I said, yeah. I said, yes, it's Mrs. DeWin. Yeah, it better be. There you go. Look, start something here, Wayne.
He's like, that's all right.
Like-
I'm not the one that has to go home with it.
Yeah, there you go. No, my RF supply, it worked out wonderfully. I ended up getting a property that was adjacent. That's pretty much adjacent to a dwelling, so it worked out really good. I've got a pretty decent sized shop here. Nothing crazy. It's a 40 by 50 shop. Wayne said, "Good evening to you."
Good evening.
Yeah. All right. So now you're obligated to ship her some. No, I'm just kidding.
What's that t-shirt you wear, Mr. Wayne?
No, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about him shipping you some stuff, some Vegemite. She wants some Vegemite. That's exact. Look. She wants some Vegemite. That's what she wants.
I do not want Vegemite.
She wants Vegemite. That's what she wants.
I mean,
All right.
I will do it for the vine,
We can get Vegemite like right now from
I
World
know, but
Market.
theirs might be different.
Theirs is not different than World Market. Like it's the same Vegemite.
I feel like it's really salty.
It's probably going to be awful.
I would imagine it's salty.
He's laughing about it.
That kangaroo jerky, sir.
How good is Vegemite there, Wayne? Is it a garnish that you put on your food, or is it something that most Aussies avoid? I don't know. Who knows? No. They say it's okay. You just don't do a lot. They say that's crazy. When they say somebody take a spoonful or something, they're like, that's nuts. They shouldn't have had a spoonful. That's too much. All right, let me say hello to TikTok, guys. I'm giving Facebook all the attention. All right, so let's swap that out. Not that it matters, but I'll do it anyway. All right. Teaspoon of salt, yuck for me, but the wife loves it. His wife loves it. Well,
So I am right. It is salty. I feel like it's like vegetable bouillon.
I don't know. He would be the one that might know. It looks like crosshairs on my Scoop 511. What do you mean crosshairs? Tell me what's going on there, 511. See if I'm just not paying attention or I don't follow what you're saying. Thank you very much over there on TikTok land, guys. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you, Popcorn. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate everybody who's liking the live. Y'all guys are awesome. It's very, very helpful. If anybody has not had a chance or was considering going to Lapa Hoi Hoi, please go there. It's going to be a great event. Hello, 002 from Iowa. Hope you're doing well. I'm sorry I didn't respond earlier. Good evening, Popcorn. Waving a hand at you. We was distracted jabbering, bumping our gums over here. Thanks for the follow, Calvin. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I don't know if I got everybody's stuff in there, but I'm trying to say hello to you guys as you guys come in and out. Oh yeah, the Crisco. Oh yeah, on the zip ties. That was pretty funny. I literally lined them up on the inside just to do it. Not that one specifically, but the other one looked better. Yeah, that one looked okay. It's not perfect, but still, it's pretty good. I wasn't making nothing. I just literally pointing all the zip ties inside, so I don't have to worry about them when I pack it. I can cut them. Yeah, it's fine. You can cut them. It don't make no difference. I'd cut the zip ties too. Actually, I might not. to be quiet.
Did you get offended? Your voice
I was like, I'd cut the zip ties too. But really, realistically, thinking about it, I might not. Especially if I got them facing inside. Who cares? You care? Why? You know, cut them with a zip tie. Look, she's gonna have sharp edges in your guys' packaging.
I am not.
Yeah, you actually got a good pair of dikes, though. So that'll save you. All right, Vegemite is a dark bound, salty, savory Australian food spread made from leftover brewer's yeast. All right, that was a Popcorn. That was a description straight off online, or either you know very much about it. I don't know. One or the other. Yeah, no. Either way, it doesn't sound good.
Brewer's yeast. They use that in like
Okay. Yeah.
Mom nugget of knowledge.
That is not a man nugget. We don't know these things.
I don't know why.
Again, you're going way beyond the man's knowledge. We don't think about lactation specialist here, guys. Unless you're into some weird stuff, and we don't talk about that on our supply. Needless to say, back to coax.
Back to coax and high voltage.
All right, so in case you guys don't know, I'm very, very family friendly on my stuff. We don't use improper language, and we try to keep it to a minimum in the comments, if not any at all. If you guys have ever commented to my thing and your comments don't show up, I apologize, because there is a profanity filter. Not to be mean to you, but you are censored, guys. I'm sorry. It is by the yeah, I just want to make it a place where everybody can see, and nobody has to worry about whether the kids see my videos or not, or their family member sees my video or not. They can watch it wherever they want, and there's no real there ain't no questionable things. I guess that's the closest thing to crude humor you'll ever get me on. That was Mrs. D-Win's fault. We're blaming her. In your job description to what? Oh, gosh. All right, never mind. We're not, again, back to family friendly.
push this up before I push the other part down, right? This piece up before I put this one down.
It really doesn't matter at all, actually.
Well,
I use.
it does because I cannot ever get my braid started.
Ah, dang it! I did that wrong.
Things.
Try it, see what happens. It most likely going to be better the other way though, but it might work. I am all supportive. Would love to know my input on jumper links between radio and amps. It's going to be important. So here's what we got. When you got a radio and an amplifier combo, what you have is you have a simple input tune under most conditions. So a simple input tune in between plier drops is a feed line, the capacitance per foot of that feed line, and the impedance the inductance that feed line will put in line 2, along with a really it's capacitance per foot on the wire. There is inductance added through a relay, and that relay is generally, under most conditions, is filtered out or matched out with a bypass resistor or bypass capacitor. So there's even a simple input tune on the bypass. On the input going into any sort of amplifier, there's also a simple capacitor under most situations. Under some scenarios, there's actual LC network. LC network's going to be more like a step-up network most of the time, but it could be a full like Pi-L network or something like that. On a full Pi-L network, coax length wouldn't matter because you can match the impedance on any situation. On like pillboxes and things like that, or cheaper single simple input tunes, you're going to have to go, ideally in most all situations, the coax length that somebody ran originally, or if your builder was smart, it's going to be velocity factor on everything. Velocity factor is the best choice to go because you're going to match the impedance. Hey, what's up, Ranger? Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I was responding to these guys. Something about Super Trucker. What happened to Super Trucker? Copy the Super Trucker. If you're going, ideally you want to match the input impedance, the feed point impedance at the feed point versus what you actually have as far as impedance at the source whenever you're testing. So what's going to happen is if you're trying to test something properly and you're trying to do something the right way, you would either take the feed line out of line altogether, or you're going to make sure that feed line is matching whatever the impedance is at the feed point. And that's what velocity factor coax jumpers do. So velocity factor would allow you to be matched with your equipment, and you will not have to worry about the coax being part of the tuned antenna system. Oh no. Start it over. All right. So under most scenarios, velocity factor is the best way to go, unless your builder is just did not chose. Let me try to find better ways to say this. No, I've got to find a. Okay, it's not very smart on the builder to not go a velocity factor cut jumper when they're building their equipment, but you're at the mercy of that builder. Let's just say it that way. So whatever builder built your equipment, there may be a magic length that works the best because that's the length that they did their simple input tune with. Ideally, if all of them are using velocity factor, that will be the best because then you're not introducing some sort of mismatch into the system or making the coax part of the tuned input network, which is ideally something you don't want. No, velocity factor is an electrical link that's not a physical link, so it depends on which kind of coax you run. Of course, the physical length is different, but the electrical length is identical. So, LMR 400 is not my favorite coax to use as a jumper. I would recommend to use like RG 400 or something like that. It's going to be significantly more flexible. It's going to have a lot better friction coefficient. If I was to recommend a coax the size of LMR 400, I'd say probably something like RG 213 or something like that. LMR 400, I've had some weird RF issues get introduced whenever you put LMR 400 in line. That doesn't mean all LMR 400 is bad. Doesn't mean LMR 400 in all situations is not going to work. It just means under situations where you're going to have excessive RF or excessive common mode, LMR 400 may not be your best choice. Let's just say it that way. Let me see your pliers and I'll try. All right, so let's clean up right here. Knock this edge off. Tell me when you're ready. All right, let's see. Pliers. And I'll tell you if it's normal or not normal. This is RG400. See, it's significantly smaller than LMR 400. It's got, like I said, a very low friction coefficient. It's a very good wire. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. I don't know what I'm doing. Popcorn says something else. What? So, again, I can get to a lot of nuance, but ideally you're going to want to use velocity factor. Yes, it was fine. It was just a little. Yes. You have to cut it below the edge. Use this. This is probably going to be your favorite cut for that. I know, but use that very tip. I need that back soon, though. That's like $100 pair of dikes. Well, they're extremely good. No problem. Just message me anytime, Ranger. Appreciate you, man. Anybody got any other questions about RF theory or anything like that? Feel free to ask. If you want me to explain a little bit deeper on jumpers and jumper links and things like that, I can go into that too some more. But yeah, there's definitely very specific links that you want to do, especially when it comes to doing jumpers. When it comes to, let me see it. I can do it. All right. We had, and then also these got broke because they got put in somewhere. I don't know who broke them. It sucks. Oh Lord. I got you. Hang on, I got something for you. Y'all ready for Mrs. D. Wynn's gift? I got a. Where's it at? It's over here somewhere. It's the little hood thing. It's got a magnifying glass on it with a little light on it. And it's got like a drop-down added magnifier to it too. No problem, Wayne. Any more questions? Like I said, if you need me to go into a little bit more detail to understand it a little bit more, I can try to help out a little bit. Of course, I am trying to respond to everybody, so I do apologize. Hey, thanks for the follow, Ronzo. Hambone, what would be a good length for 2 RG8X jumpers? Depends on the RG8X. A lot of RG8X is different. Velocity factor is the answer. So what I would recommend to do is get somebody who can cut you a velocity factor cut and kind of put that together for you. If you were to try to do your own, I don't know. Probably close to 14 foot might be a pretty decent spot, but it's not really going to have you exact. But it'll have you better than most guys. Let's just say it that way. Get ready to get a 6-pill. I'm getting a 2-pill, so I'll be talking to you about that. Yeah, sure. Ain't no big deal. All right, so I need my lubricant. It's gonna be Rush Shaw. I don't need it for this actually. What am I doing? I need it for here. So run that around that O-ring right there. These guys on TikTok are helping a lot, getting everybody to hop in here and hang out. And that's a fun fact. Now, what? Nah, go ahead and tell me. It's fine.
You can tell me no. I don't care.
Tell me what we got.
The name Arctic and Antarctic just means bears and no bears.
That's funny.
So
Did y'all hear that? Apparently, the term Arctic and the term Antarctic just means bears and no bears.
But the ancient Greeks had not been to the Antarctic.
Yeah.
They just guessed.
They just guessed that there was going to be no bears.
But now people think that it's because the Ursa Major constellation is at the top, where the bear is. Like that's what the bear is, and so it's opposite of the bear. Antarctic.
So it's opposite of the constellations, what they're thinking it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
So
odd.
you could see Ursa Major versus not seeing Ursa Major.
That's a weird little piece of trivia. All right, back to what we're talking about.
Maybe there's like a.
Oh yeah, what's up from Mississippi? If everybody wants to tell everybody where they're out of, it'd be pretty cool. I got some little 44s that I always enjoy hearing where everybody's out of. We have Australia hanging out in here. We've got I don't know. I got Mississippi in here too already hanging out. I don't know where everybody else is out of. ABR Industries is the same as LMR. ABR Industries is absolutely not the same as LMR. It's a whole different company. ABR Industries, I've got some mixed results with them. I've got mixed results with the Messi and Poloni. I've actually had a major failure out of Messi and Poloni from a customer. Hopefully they have resolved that. I'm probably going to shy away from a lot of those cables just because they're kind of new upcoming upstarts. I would rather stick with like Andrew cable or something like that along those lines, Andrew, or something like RFS or Nokia cable, Amphenol cable, stuff like that. Ontario, Canada hanging out. There is copper in this stuff, but not gold. It is solid copper for your exterior shield. So we got Ontario, Canada. We have Australia in here. Tom's Microwave, LMR 240s. LMR 240 is fine, but again, LMR, I've had some mixed results with that stuff, especially when it comes to a lot of common mode current in the system. We got North Carolina hanging out. We got Tuba City, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We got 757 out of Minnesota. We got 926 out of Oklahoma. So we got Oklahoma in here too. Where else we got, guys? Yeah, thanks for the request there, Ranger. Yeah, if you guys feel like it and you're enjoying the content, feel free to follow or subscribe to me. I do appreciate all you guys. You guys are awesome. If you guys got questions, like I said, about stuff like this, feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to answer them all for you. We're going to go ahead and fold this in half. Go ahead and put it right shaw. Look at this. This is 1/2-inch flex, currently what I'm using right now. Page, Arizona, but rolling with Navajo Nation High School. Brooklyn, New York. Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Between Brisbane and the Gold Coast, East Coast of Australia. Cool. That was Wayne. He's still in here. Yeah, that's cool. Appreciate you guys letting me know. It's really cool to figure out where everybody's out of. I am in the extremely interesting state of Georgia. No, Georgia's a pretty cool place. We're pretty diverse.
We have all the climates.
We got mountains. We got the ocean about 4.5 hours away. We got a little mini Grand Canyon about 2.5 hours away. We got the mountains about 1.5 hours north. And then we got the plains and the farmland about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours south. So it's pretty cool. It's a nice little climate area. This is an RF Supply Snapper. It's a separate company, so you won't see anything about that as far as him.
That's coming to my house.
Stay out of there. That's coming to your house. Dustin Boyd. Actually, Dustin Boyd does have an order out there.
He does have an order.
Let's take a look real quick.
I don't know that he wants his business.
Yeah, whatever.
On the internet.
He's actually the order. No, I'm finishing one order before yours. It will be actually yours is actually coming up next. You'll see actually pretty much the same thing. These are a bunch of PL259 stuff. I don't think you want a 6-foot jumper.
They have an ATL.
I know.
We're not scared of the ATL.
ATL, yeah, I know, right?
We just go to very specific places and then we come back home.
Hey, Dustin, I do need to send you a message about some of your stuff. If you give me a chance, I normally don't call many people out too much, but whatever, he said it anyway, so I'm gonna go with it. But I do need to call you about those brackets. We're missing a couple things on those brackets in order to get that added to your order. But I've been scrambling trying to get everything else done, so it is what it is. I haven't called you about it yet. But I'll call you before I get it all finished up and make sure it's done the way that you're wanting to get it done with those brackets. All right, let's cut this next one. Let's get to work. What do you think of the Wilson 400? Not a huge fan. Hey, one new highlight mix. What's that supposed to mean? Click the highlight thingy. How's that supposed to work? What's it gonna?
While it's fresh.
What's that supposed to be? How does that work? Post it?
Oh, they literally just made you
I just clicked post. Did somebody make me a clip? And did it kill my life? No, it didn't kill my life.
I think it's just they AI'd you a clip.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean, guys.
He's building a beam antenna, working with the county to upgrade system. How can I order some cable from you? There's a website, friend.
We don't talk about that. I got a TikTok shop.
There's a TikTok shop, friend.
Yeah.
With a .com at the end.
Yeah. I have a TikTok shop actually, but yeah, if you can just message me and I can give you a different way to, any way to contact me. Hey, copy that, Snapper. It is definitely related for sure. I don't want to get too much into it on here. My RF supplies. I have a couple different companies. If anybody hasn't noticed, there's a couple other people that's going to be in the other companies, but this is wholly owned by me, and Mrs. DeWin has some rights of ownership here, I guess. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm the CEO.
CEO. Let's just post that highlight. I don't know how that works, but
He's the CFO.
see if I'm the CFO.
He buys the plane tickets.
Yeah, we just got back from another event in Nassau. That was Frank Lucas. He held that event. That was a really good radio event. I'm going to miss, unfortunately, Hamcation. I do apologize to anybody who was waiting on me or going to hang out with me there. I apologize. Did I build? I'm still working on it. It is sitting in the yard. It's definitely coming up pretty soon. Full spool Wilson 400. You can use the Wilson 400 if you already own it, so for sure it's fine. Copy the building a beam antenna. There's nothing wrong with that. Working the county to upgrade the system. How can I order some cable? Yeah, just message me anytime and I can get you whatever. And that should be all the comments. What's up, dude, man? How you doing, man? Hey, thanks for the follow, Caterpillar. Appreciate you, man. We're gonna work on finishing this other stuff up. You guys are great. I appreciate you guys. It is absolutely because of Popcorn and several other guys that were diligent enough to tap their screen for you guys to be able to see this video. So I do appreciate Popcorn and everybody who yeah, they were tapping the screen earlier. They got 4,000 likes on there. So I appreciate it very much.
It's so funny that like it's your RF people that figured that out.
Yeah, they figured it out on their own.
I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, Joe, thank you for following. I appreciate you.
We were at an event up in Jonesville.
Yeah, Jonesville, North Carolina. Yeah, it was a key down.
And one of our buddies up in Chicago got us to like over 100,000 likes.
Yes, Wayne, I can help you get some parts for that. I have I know the original builder of those. He's a ham operator, but of course he's also an engineer. So yes, I can try to help you out, Wayne, and get you some parts. They are still available. Now you might end up paying a little bit more money because, like I said, stuff is hard to get. But I have a source. You've talked to the right person. OG Gamer, thanks for sharing the live. Appreciate you very much. Hope you guys are doing well. Again, we're building some half-inch flex right here. This is some coax. This is commonly used on, it's been used in the past on cell phone towers and stuff. It's used on broadcast stuff now, like AM and FM broadcast and shortwave and stuff like that. It's also used on amateur equipment. It's also used on CB equipment, things like that, and some free band stuff. But yeah, hey man, you guys are going to town on the likes, man. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for tapping the screen. It is appreciated. For whatever reason, TikTok decides that if you don't tap the screen, my videos are not important. I don't care if I have 30 people in here or not. If you guys aren't tapping it, then that's just their weird algorithm. So I thank you guys for when you get the chance to do it. If you guys' fingers get tired, by all means, you help me enough. I do appreciate it. If you guys enjoy what you guys are seeing, feel free to, like I said, to follow or subscribe, and I will be doing more videos like this. My RF supply videos I do Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. I will be going the next Key Down event. If you guys see the most popular video I have on TikTok, it's a Key Down. The next Key Down event I'm going to is going to be Easter weekend. So you guys will get a chance to see that. That should be pretty cool for you guys to see. It'll be in Arkansas. I went to a meet and greet in Nassau, but it was just more of a meet and greet rather than an event. Hey, what's up, Damien? Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for hanging out, DJ. Appreciate you, man. I'm not going to be able to make Laupo Hoi Hoi, unfortunately, but I hope to make it next year. And if I make it next year, I'm going to do my best to stop by on Maui and say hello. So I'll see what I can do. It's worth saying hello to you. You're good people. Got Maui in the house. Wilson 400 is not quite as good as LMR 400. I will be fair on that one. I would say probably a bit less It's along the style of LMR 400. I would say your best 3/8 style cable is going to be RG393. Your next best 3/8 size cable is probably going to be like RG213U, or no, really RG214 next. Then RG213, and then, well, actually, there is something called 3/8 Superflex, so that would actually be better. And then it would be RG213, and then somewhere along those lines would be like your Wilson coax, and then your LMR 400 and stuff like that. So there's definitely other 3/8 size cables I would sell somebody over LMR 400 or the Wilson 400. But if you already own it, like I said, by all means, hook it up. Last thing I want to do is tell you you can't run something you already own. Do it. It's better to have something and maybe have a little bit less than it is to have nothing at all. So we're working on some UHF connectors for some 1/2-inch flex. If you guys got questions about that, feel free. Yeah, heck yeah, man. Be great to see you in Arkansas. Yeah, if you guys don't get a chance to make it to Arkansas, I do post a list of all the different events I'm going to this year. I think I will be at, it's probably going to be about, I think 9 more events. I think I missed two. We had 11 slated. Should be like 9 more events. I'll be in Carnesville, Georgia on the 4th Saturday in October, and even maybe Friday also. It'll probably be a multi-day. I will be in West Palm Beach on Memorial Day weekend. I will be in Arkansas on Easter weekend. The 4th, I think it's the 4th week in April, I will be in Walterboro, South Carolina. There are events at every one of these places that I'm going to be at. Go to the BC, Canada one of these days. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I do have a passport now. I did not have a passport a couple weeks back, or even a couple. I guess it is a couple weeks back, really. Maybe you would. Yeah, I just got my passport at the end of last year, but we do have passports now. Yeah, I don't think they have to have them. I'm not sure. They do? Okay, whatever. Well, they can just stay home.
That was rude.
That's funny. All right. So, SWR is 1.0 across the board, but jumps up a little when the amp is on. Is that normal? If it jumps up with the amplifier on, that's something called input tune on the amplifier itself. So when you check with an amplifier on, that is a completely different SWR. It's not the same as an SWR as if you're checking on a bypass tune. A bypass tune is your output SWR with your relay of your amplifier in line. So you got the input coming in from the amplifier, you go into the relay through the common to the normally closed contact, across the normally closed contact that's usually jumpered out, back through the common contact and out the output. So it just goes in, up, around, and out. And it has a little capacitor there. A lot of times it's used as a matching network. That is that, along with whatever your output SWR is what your bypass tune is. That's whenever your amplifier is off. When your amplifier is on, it's checking a whole different SWR, and what that's testing is something called your input tune. Input tune is not the same as a bypass tune, so don't get those things confused. That's a whole different side of the relay, and that's actually a whole different antenna, to be quite honest with you. I need something to be able to cut this, and I don't see it. Maybe I can use this. This will work. Give me just a second. We had to chop a little bit off on there. A little bit long. Calls for around 13 mil, and I was about 13.6. I cut about a half a mil off. All right, more questions. What we got? Copy will see me in South Carolina. I'll see you there. Thank you for the follow, 4.0. Appreciate you. Hope you guys are doing well over there, too. Appreciate all you guys. You guys are great. I got about 11,000 likes on there. You guys are tapping, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It, of course, will share my videos with more people. The more people like the video. So if you tap the screen, it absolutely helps me. I appreciate that very much. If you don't like it or your fingers get tired, like I said, feel free to stop, because you already helped me a lot. I had like I said, we was talking about, we had a 12-hour long live, and I had like 100,000 likes on that, and there was like 5 people doing it. So it was like, I felt so bad. And they was like, my fingers are sore. I'm like, you don't have to keep going. It's okay. All right. Okay. So now another thing is, whenever you're doing stuff like this, you typically, I mean, if you run a sweep on a coax or something like that, it'd probably be more useful for a lot of guys. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and test a few of these coaxes in line, just because I can. And let you guys see how it sweeps on a Rig Expert. I don't have the time to hook it up on the VNA just to show you guys how that works. That would be pretty cool to actually show you guys, but unfortunately, I've got to finish this. This is not ideal. But this will work, whatever, it is what it is. So I need this to here, I need that to there, but no, I need female. So I need in female. I'm trying to get a couple adapters. Give me just a second. I'll show you guys how this works. So what I can do right here, so I've got den to in male, so I can do den to, let me grab this right here. There we go. Whoops. It's stabbing me here. So this.
I was gonna playfully poke you with it, and then you just slam it down.
Nah, it didn't stab me hardly at all. So let's sweep this real quick. Hello, 655 in the Carolinas. Hope you're doing well, man. That won't work either. So we'll just do this. So I need to go an in male to a SO239. Really, a den female to SO239 female. What do I got for options? So we're going to show you guys how this stuff tests out real quick on a sweep. I'm about to die over here because of the heat. It is hot. Super hot right now. Alright, whatever. Let's just barrel this out. Who cares? I got a barrel. I can make this happen. So we're going to run a test, and I'll show you guys how this sweeps out on a piece of equipment. This is not ideal to put like 5 adapters in line. So if you PIM tested it, would be a little bit back. Copy that, 655. Is the Victoria TX Kia going on this year? No. Victoria, Texas is not happening this year. Joliet, Illinois replaced Victoria, Texas. So Joliet is going to be in July. I will be there also. So I'll see you guys in Joliet. Whoever makes it in Joliet, that'll be fine. I'll see y'all guys there. All right, so we will run a quick sweep, show you guys how this works. We're 2 meg wide. I'm just checking at 27 meg. I can check pretty much anywhere else. The minimum SWR is 1.00. I have a 1.01. If I was to run a full sweep right here, just at whatever frequency, I'm at 51 dB return loss. I can go up in frequency if I wanted to. Let's just go wider real quick. So let's cancel that real quick. Let's go for a full sweep. Let's bump it to 20 meg wide. So if we look right here, we're bottomed out across the spectrum. As we go up in frequency, it does raise up somewhat, but anywhere in pretty much HF range from 0 to 30, it's going to be a 1.00. I can go 50 meg wide and check the same thing. Sweep on the bottom, it's literally sweeping at 1.00 at 100 kilohertz. Extremely good, very, very good SWR. That's awesome. Allows you to see how this stuff works. Even with all these adapters in line, it's a purely resistive load, so it's not going to introduce a bunch of other stuff. All right. So I test all my stuff before it goes out the door, but you can do the same with both my other jumpers. Screw them in line, check them. And if there's anything that ever reads oddball on it or anything like that from on the equipment, then I can see it pretty quickly. And of course, you guys can see it too. So run a quick test, same thing, reads identical to the other one on a full sweep, good all the way up to 30 megahertz. If you go above 30 meg, it's still about a 1.0 hang on, let's just see what it actually reads. Let me go over here. At 60 meg, it's still a 1.06. So if any of you guys are familiar with what 1.06 is, it's an extremely small number. If you had like 10,000 watts out, you're talking very, very small number coming back. Less than 10 watts. All right, so next one, run another sweep. Now, at some point in time, I'll have some fun with this VNA for you guys. You guys will see how that stuff works. But I don't have time right now. Bomo, what's up? Hope you're doing well, man. I need 50 foot of coax for my Joe gun beams, 2,000 watts. Yeah, just message me anytime. I'll give you some suggestions. I'm going to be a little overkill with my company and what I do, but it's definitely, it'd be nice. The stuff I use is like 20-year rated. It's direct bury coax, so it's super convenient. And the money you're going to spend on it versus like say LMR 400, I recommend half-inch flex pretty much for everybody. Half-inch flex is like $350 a foot. You'll spend if you're getting ultra flex for like 400 or something like that, you're going to spend about $4.50 to $5 a foot. If you don't do your shopping, you might do a little bit better if you do your shopping. If you get regular LMR 400, you might can find it for a cheaper price, but most guys are going to pay around $250 a foot for it. And that just doesn't make sense when you can spend $1 a foot more and you get a much better wire. So $80 difference and you get something that's significantly better. So I personally would probably stick with half-inch flex just because of low attenuation. Let me show you on another jumper. Well, you can see how good I'm wrapping these up. That's not a very weak wire, but flexibility, I mean, you can bend it over on itself. It don't really matter, nor does it care. It's not like one of those wires that you're like, oh no, I'm going to break my wire.
When we wrap it up for the boxes, like the first time I did it, I was like, are you sure this can go smaller?
Yes, it certainly can.
And then he like all but knotted it up.
All right. So now this customer, I got to look at his ticket. Let's take a look. This is his main feed line. He's doing 7/16 DIN. I've got a little bit more time. Don't take my time. What's up? 2012. We're building a. Will you grab me a? I'll get it. That's fine. I'll get my own connector. I'm supposed to have a helper, but I gotta go get my own connector.
Am I not helping?
Yeah, you are. You're doing good.
I'll take it to the house.
All right, so we're using a DIN male connectors we're going to be doing right here. So I'll show you guys how that looks and what that connector is. Yes, yeah, sure. All right, so we got DIN male right here. Let me grab another one real quick. Every once in a while, I had did something inappropriate. Not really majorly inappropriate, just something. I kept robbing my heat shrinks, unfortunately. So now, yeah.
That's labeled as inappropriate.
Yes, I'm stealing my heat shrink from my thing, so I've got to pull from different connectors sometimes. Yeah, well, I like this heat shrink a lot, so we're going to go ahead and do a main feed line. This is a 120-foot coax right here. Jay, what you got? So this can be used for HF. It can be used for anything. Why do I hear about, hang on, what you got? Why do I hear about standing wave on GSM radio, but I've always heard about it on CB? There is always SWR. There's if you get a really good guy on like say P25 for like your police radio and stuff like that, that's doing like business band or even like I said some sort of trunking or something like that, or even encrypted. They look at SWR. They will check standing wave ratio. Generally, when you're talking about a handheld, the power is low, so it can handle a high impedance mismatch without having a failure, and there can be a lot of return power. So it's generally because of the power output that it really doesn't have to. You don't have to focus on it too much. Now, performance is affected greatly, so if you actually did focus on it, then you could actually improve your performance a whole lot. Let's pass a puzzle on TikTok. Apparently, I got to pass a puzzle if I want to be live for any longer. I passed my puzzle. It is. I mean, SWR is important everywhere. I mean, you can check SWR on your Wi-Fi router at your house, and you could improve your signal coverage for your router. RF is not very complicated. When you want to transmit signals, you got to make sure your line to load impedance mismatch is not too far off. If you can match that impedance, then you got more efficient power transfer. If you got high gain on an antenna, then the antenna will have better performance. You'll see Yagis and all kinds of stuff being put on even Wi-Fi antennas, or even your cell phone boosters and stuff like that. It's used everywhere, really. It's just not widely known. Let's just say it that way. So let's measure out. We gotta go for this one. This one's gonna be a little different on the measurement. I don't tell you guys the measurements because the measurements always change, and the last thing I want you to do is be copying me and say, oh, D-Win said I need to do exactly this many millimeters, and then here you are fussing at me because it didn't work with your connector. But I will show you the tools to use. I will show you how to do it. I can get into the explanation a bit more. It would be it's doesn't bother me at all.
Why is it so difficult?
I don't know. I can help. We ain't having that conversation right now. That's not allowed on this channel. Let me see it. I'll start it for you.
No, I'm trying my hardest.
Okay.
If this doesn't work, I'll give up and give it to you.
Log scales get scary fast. Yeah. All right. So.
See, it's like it started and then it wiggles back out.
Yeah, it probably didn't get started.
Take it.
Look, we got some RG400 right here. Yeah, it would be nice. I like your pliers better.
Oh,
So
I
RG.
hate all of it. Chicago's the windy city, correct?
Chicago is the windy city.
Is it very windy? Why
I don't know. Is Chicago really windy?
Why is it windy? Is it because of the Great Lakes? Is Chicago one of them?
So, Jay, yes, technically. If you got an expensive enough SWR meter, it would. So, if you look right here, I'm going to turn my camera in just a second. Give me a moment. You're having problems because it wasn't always seated. It's just, it would have been a pain in the neck. It would not have seated the way you had it.
Okay, cool.
There you go. Just tighten it the rest of the way. All right, so let me show you guys the piece of test equipment. I'm going to turn it for, what is it, TikTok? No, I'm turning for Facebook right now, but whatever. So this piece of test equipment is a VNA right here. So I'll turn it over here. This VNA right here does SWR measurements. This is good for 300 kilohertz to 3 gigahertz. So yes, that would work for pretty much anything you want, but it's going to cost you a lot more money. You'll spend about $4 grand, $5 grand, something like that. You could also use this or something like this. This right here is your old school. It's good for 1.8 megahertz all the way up to 170 megahertz. It's MFJ 259B. If you can find one of those that works, it'll work good. I've got another 600 meg little stick analyzer, but I don't have it in this room right now. This also tests up to 1.5 gigahertz right here, so I can measure a large range here. So yes, my analyzer will allow me to test farther than most. If you get like the little Rig Expert AA30 or something like that for a cheap price, or AA30 Zoom, then you're going to spend less money, but you're only going to be good for 30 megahertz. The nano VNAs can be good for sure. The log on the nano VNA, if anybody wants to know what a nano VNA is, they look like this right here. So this is your little nano VNA. You can get these lots of different places. They have your a single port, or it's I think it's a single port testing the way they call this. It's not a dual port. I don't remember. I'm brain fart here. But yes, your nano VNA would work. They'll do okay. Their data points, they're not quite as accurate, and also they're okay for simple usage. But if you want to get into like complex measurements, then you probably want to get a better VNA. The nano VNA is just something. It'll work. It's like a good replacement little SWR meter that'll do a pretty good job. But it's got a very, very large learning curve for guys who are like new into the hobby and stuff. It's not going to be something you're going to be like, oh yeah, let me use this right away and it'll work perfect every time. You're going to have some fun putting it together. Or not putting it together, but understanding everything. All right. Let's go back over here. It is currently almost 70 degrees. Dude, what do we got on? Just this heater? Or we got my heater on? Nope. Nope. It's literally your heater.
Stay in your lane.
I'm dying over here. Lord Jesus. I wouldn't survive. Like, I'm going through the hot sweats right now. My shop is supposed to be cold. It's supposed to be wintertime, but it's not cold right now. I think it was like 72, 73 degrees today. The groundhog lied, guys. What? Eh? Oh, Lord. That's funny. So we're deburring right here.
That's the Atlanta Hawks.
That's funny. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you, Luis. Again, if you guys got questions, you've got any. See you, Wayne. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, I'm leaving in the next 18 minutes or so. So we got to call it at midnight. We are on a new schedule, and it's limited time operation here.
It's so difficult.
There's so much to do, so little time to do it.
It's forcing us to be morning people.
Yeah, I'm not much of a morning guy at all, but it's all right. We're getting stuff done. Things are getting accomplished still. We're finishing up this order. If everything goes well, this order, no. It'll be very, very close to being complete, but it's not complete. Jay, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you, man. Hey, somebody else said good night. I apologize for not responding. 73 from Trinidad. Hello from Trinidad. I got another fella from Trinidad. See you, Ranger. Go get some sleep, man. Appreciate you. Get some sleep. Trinidad is literally off the coast of South America. Den connectors are hidden. I need 50-foot of coax. We already talked about that. All right, cool. Trinidad is much lower than Barbados. Trinidad is literally about 20 miles off the coast of South America. It's literally that close.
Barbados is off the coast of South America.
Look, just go to your map. Google Maps. It is your friend. Check it out. You will see how close I'm talking about Trinidad being from South America. But yeah, I've actually got one of my one of my fellows I met at a couple different events. He was from Trinidad. He goes back and forth from Trinidad and New York. So, yeah, I know, kind of a wild difference for sure. But yeah, definitely got it. That's pretty cool to have Trinidad in here. Hello. What?
They got good food down there.
Is the food good in Trinidad? What you got to say, Penn? All right, we already...
Explain to them how eating is our hobby because we don't take in any other debauchery.
Oh, Lord.
So they don't think I'm just a big bag.
No, everybody can talk about food. He said, oh, yes, sir. Hello, 102. Hope you're doing well. 73 from...
It's not that far from Barbados.
Look at how close Trinidad is.
Look.
I know.
I got it on the map.
Hello from Mexico City. Hope you're doing well down there. Thank you, Timber. Appreciate the... yeah, thanks for following me on there. Barbados, that's like, look at the measurement. That's like...
Darren, I was thinking you were talking about, like, down here.
No, I told you it's on the tip of South America. It's literally the lowest of the Caribbean islands. You can't get any closer to South America than you can right there. Hello, 102, Aris. I hope you're doing well. You said 102. I'm not sure exactly what you're saying. Better food in Mexico? Iris said his food's better than Trinidad. No, there's some, I don't know which area of Mexico. I was told there's multiple different areas of Mexico. You got northern Mexico and southern Mexico. And the food we have in America is more like southern Mexico with the goat cheese.
Can I poke the bear?
And I am very much a goat cheese person. No, you can't go. No,
Can
no.
I poke the bear?
No poking bears. No. He just came
We
in
don't
here.
need to-
Nope, not allowed. Sorry. She's saying we have Mexican food here, but no.
My mom's from Arizona. I'm sure it's...
No, that's not the same thing. Look,
Okay, but the Mexican food in Arizona is like a million times better than it is out here in Georgia.
I like the goat cheese. I am not a fan of the red chili and green chili as much.
Downtown Mexico City. Wow, that's so cool.
That's way down there. He's in a whole different... Like, southern Mexico is completely different than northern Mexico. What's up, Aaron? Hope you're doing well, man. And then, of course, Mexico City's kind of middle. It's not exactly southern Mexico, but it's way further down. No. Not even close.
I'm sure he's on the TikTok.
No. Not on that name. Right.
Don't like that noise. It sounds like something from like the 80s, like a fax machine or something.
Okay. I'm not sure what it was. Downtown Mexico City. Yeah, I've actually got another one from Mexico City. He hops into my lives quite a bit. His name is, I think, Luis or Louis. He's a cool guy. He's Mud Duck from Mexico City. If you know him, I'm not sure if you're in the HF world, if you're in the mono banded world, or you're just hanging out in Mexico City and don't do radio at all. But he's in Mexico City and he does radio. All right. So 7/16 DIN connector is put on here. So now I will have to, I got to build a split feed. You guys did not see a split feed today, but I will show you guys a split feed probably tomorrow and let you guys see how that is, or Thursday, excuse me. It'll split off into a braid from a connector, so it's a connector-based split feed. Does really well, does a good job. But if you guys hadn't seen what I was working on, I'm working on some 120 foot of 1/2 inch flex. This is the main feed line. You guys saw me build all the jumpers. Of course, you guys just seen me put this connector on right here. But yeah, if you guys want any cable like this, just message me anytime. I build this cable and stuff like this all the time. If you guys want any bird equipment or anything like that, I have lots of equipment. And if you kind of just, well, excuse me, I guess I can show you over here. I got multiple bird meters over there, multiple bird meters there. That's a high voltage power supply, more bird stuff up there. Of course, there's all the test equipment over here, Apache Labs and all that stuff, and some other HF rigs. But yeah, a bunch of bird slugs and all that stuff. For you guys on TikTok land that you're getting to see, bird slugs right there, bird meters back over there, more bird meters over there. I got rack mount, I got regular mount. More rack mount up there, bird, more bird stuff over there. Of course, all the test equipment and more test equipment over that way. And then, of course, a bunch more slugs. All right, guys. This is pretty much the limit for me today. I've got to do some packing and shipping and stuff like that, and I've got to get some other stuff prepped and ready to go. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for all the likes. You guys are awesome. I appreciate every one of you. If you guys haven't followed or liked the videos, like the video. Maybe you'll see some more like it. If you like it enough, follow or subscribe, and then you'll see a lot more of it.
Go peruse the pages because there's some cool little shots.
Oh, yeah. They can see. If they follow, they'll see it. It'll show up on their stuff. But
Yeah, but I made some cool ones from our trip.
thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all. We just got back from Nassau, so if you want to see some cool stuff about the Bahamas, go check it out. If you guys want to see some stuff about key downs and stuff, it'll be on the top of my TikTok page. But I will see you guys later. You guys have an excellent evening, and thank you very much for hanging out on live. I'll be back on Thursday. I'll do another one just like this around the same time. It'll be around 9 o'clock Eastern. So catch you guys later. You guys have an excellent evening, and I thank you guys for all you do. Appreciate y'all. And then over here on the YouTube and Facebook land, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate y'all.